Yep, a mouse broke my tractor. More specifically, it actually broke my loader control knob assembly. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I go about fixing it and ordering some parts. And so stick around. So Tara and I were getting a bunch of trees ready for a burn because it was about to rain. Actually, it was already drizzling, so we're out in the wet just cutting a bunch of trees and starting a big burn fire. And I can't stand those little varmints and rodents, so I saw a couple of them run out of a pile that we were gathering, and so I jump off the tractor and I jump off on the side that you're not supposed to jump off, which is where the loader control knob is on the right side. And my stupid jacket caught the loader control knob, and I knew exactly right when it happened what had happened. Oh, I was so frustrated. That was the only time I got off on that side of the tractor, and I tell everyone else, don't get off on that side of the tractor, it's kind of dangerous or whatnot. And so we ended up using the control knob for another few months because I needed to use the tractor. And once we got a new part, it ended up not being the right one. And then I sent it back. I get a second one. It was the right one. And then through a move and whatnot, I believe it got stolen or misplaced. And I was super frustrated. So long story short, I ended up ordering 4 parts. I'll explain it more in the video. So stick around and don't worry. If anything breaks, there's always a way to get around to fixing it. And this is not an issue that comes up with off-brand tractors or other brand tractors. So far it's been a great tractor and it was my fault, so just want to put that out there and clear that up. All right, it's finally time to install the new joystick that I hope will work. Loader control knob, whatever you want to call it. To remind you, I had one that came in, it was wrong, so they sent me another one, and that was going to be the right one because I opened it up and it looked the same, but for whatever reason, between all the moving and shuffling, I think someone either stole it because I have a missing dolly, or it just got lost. I don't know. It made me mad because it was the exact one, had a stamped metal dish and everything. So anyways, I told them and they sent me another one which happened to be slightly different, and it was the wrong one again. So now this is the 4th one that's supposed to work. It looks like it has some holes in the same position, but it's not the identical one of what's on there right now. So I'm hoping it's just a revision, it's gonna work. So the new one is slightly different. It's cast metal, and that one's stamped metal, and the knob looks slightly different, silver instead of, you know, zinc plated or whatever, or this golder color. But a testament to the quality of the part before. Again, I've been using this for a few months now and it hasn't broken, and they use a really good tacky grease, so it definitely was quality. And I'm just mad at myself because I would like to use this one, but anyways, I need to change it because it gets stuck because it's kind of moving it at different angles and pressures. You'll see there's like these little heim joints or whatever, and since right here, so there's 2 pistons that go in right here and right there that does all your functioning essentially, but there's this piece right here is welded or casted into the plate, which holds all the joint assembly kind of in position, and that's bent, has a crack. When I take it off, you'll see. But enough talking, I gotta get this thing on. It's been way too long. And I printed out a little blow-up diagram, which is kind of blurry, but I just wanted to see how these little joints go together. And yeah, I don't know if you can see. Let's see, I'll pull it up even closer. It is not that clear, so I'm gonna make out the best I can with it. And I definitely want to talk about the support and other diagrams and manuals in another video. Well, I'll just say that the full manual to repair this tractor is color and it's pretty nice, but I'm guessing that this would be the there has to be a repair loader manual, which I don't have. You'd have to buy, which might have a better detailed diagram in it. Not sure, because again, this is an aftermarket third party loader control assembly for the this is a 4mm Allen. Okay, on second thought, I think I'm going to partially assemble this loader control knob, because this stuff is so sticky. I don't want, if it doesn't work, I want to be able to send it back, and I don't have to clean off all this super sticky grease. Of course, my DeWalt socket kit doesn't have a 12mm open-end wrench, because you know it's not that common. But so I'm going to be very careful with my DeWalt adjustable wrench to get these tight nuts off. Okay. We just moved into a position where it looks like I'll be able to take some of these boogers out. I just got the last joint out, or nut off the joint, so that should pull out now, which it did. So here's a front look at the base plate. So those are your two pistons that go in, and then there's a joint welded to this stamped metal bracket that goes on the junction. And this is the new one, the cast metal, and it looks like 3 of the holes are gonna line up, so I'm gonna have it like that. And I can't forget, I gotta show you where it was bent. If you look right there, there's a crack, and if you look straight, maybe from the other side, that lever, that fixed joint or whatever, is bent down a little bit. Maybe from this side you can see, and that little, I'd say 5-8 degree tilt of it being bent like that was causing all the other joints to not go in and out. This is the moment of truth. Ooh, that goes on good. And those lower screws line up. The top one does. The top one doesn't. While we wait for Branson to send us a new part, I'm going to fix the old part because I need to use my tractor. So first I want to say there's been reports on the tractor forums, the Branson forums, that this part has broke in some, I think, extreme cases, but it's not this part, it's the cast metal version of this. There's quite a few depending on what tractor you have, but this one I like because it's a stamped metal plate, and then they indexed a round piece right in there, this hardened steel dowel in there, and it's really strong, because if you look really close, let me get you some light, it cracked almost 2/3 of the way through, and I've still been using this for 2 months. So hats off to them. This was a strong part, but what I'm going to do to fix it temporarily is I'm going to use, yes, a very nice pipe wrench, but I have so many of these old pipe wrenches. I'm going to use a part of this neck right here because it's about the same width, if not, it's actually a little wider, which is great because I need more strength. I can go off into this area a little bit, but I can't make it go off into this area because there's 2 pistons here. So the plan is to cut this off at its base and then weld a piece of this in with the hole drilled in it. But the most important thing I have to do is index where the center of this hole is off this edge and this edge so that I can put this piece back in its right location. Okay, I cut those down so I can have a better approach for welding underneath here, but I'm gonna put a little more bevel on this corner so that I can get a better fillet well underneath and all around. So that's next. There you have it. So I'm going to put that thinner wall closer to the piston side because I don't have much clearance over there, but I got it beveled so I can get a nice fillet well in there. And yeah, it's considerably larger. It's probably about 50 thousandths thicker, and there should still be enough threads on the shaft of the little bolt. Okay, let's first start with a little MIG action on the old part with the same steel. Let's try it out. What we need. So I'm gonna stitch it though. I'm not gonna lay on it or we'll burn the place up. All right, here goes nothing. No turning around. It's nice to have an angle grinder with variable speed control so that when you put a flap disc on it to sand and buff and blend your metal, then you can control it and go lower RPMs. There you have it. I think I'm happy with that. It's not the prettiest thing, but the important thing is I got a lot of fillet weld down there, which should give it some girth for side to side strength. And yeah, paint it black and not bad. I'm impressed with myself. I just had a hard time taking the time to do this, but when you have to wait for a part, well, you got to do what you can do. That's pretty dang straight for a quick weld. You knew I wasn't gonna waste this tool. We'll just call him Stubby now, or, you know, middleman.